Some of the most popular coding YouTubers in the space are usually those that used to work in big tech or currently work in big tech. And if they used to work at these companies, they're usually unafraid to slap on that ex-Google employee on all their social media platforms. And to be honest, I don't blame them. These types of videos tend to get a lot of views, and for good reason. It's a goal of millions of people to work at big tech companies like Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, Apple. It's also referred to as Fang. And in honor of one of my favorite coding YouTubers, Ben Awad, these people are Fang sexuals, which are people that are deeply in love at working at Fang. But enough with the bashing of Fang sexuals. I was looking for a tech job, and so I started applying to the ones in my area and the ones that would be remote. I remember that I applied to a lot of big tech companies like Netflix, Amazon, Warner Bros. Was a big one that was in my area, and a couple of startups. And literally, like everyone else, I was sitting in boredom as I got rejected and no responses from almost every tech company in existence. And after many days of pondering whether tech is for me and if I was really the developer I thought I was, I finally started to see success in, A, getting responses from companies, and B, getting accepted at companies. I was left with quite the dilemma. On the one hand, I could work at a big tech company where I'm super comfortable, making a big salary and, working at an established company. While on the other hand, I could work more in a startup environment where I'm making less money and I would be less comfortable since the environment would be more chaotic. And to the disappointment of my parents, I decided to go down the startup route. Now, real quick, I just want to say this. I don't know if my current skill set was suitable for like an engineering role in Fang. I just don't believe I'm that caliber of developer just yet. But I'm just saying maybe a couple months down the line, as I improved that leak code, as I improved as a developer, maybe I had a chance down the line. But I'm just saying in general, big tech is what I rejected, okay? But anyways, the main reason why I decided to work at a startup instead of big tech simply boils down to how much I'm going to learn. I thought about it for a few days and I thought to myself, why do I want to work in tech? Obviously, pay is a very big deal because the pay jump was going to be crazy. I used to work in a restaurant, and so working in engineering was going to be like a big deal. But more importantly, I wanted to work in tech because I wanted to improve as a developer and as hopefully a future founder of tech companies. And I laid it out and I said, will I learn more working at like Warner Bros or one of these thousands of employee companies, or working at a startup that has like 30 employees that's making big moves day after day? And when I put it like that, I was like, the startup option is obviously the clearer one. Like, I don't know if my decision would have changed if I was like 30, where I had a family and, I had further responsibilities to like make money right now. But I'm 22. I don't have that much responsibility. I can obviously take the pay cut. And it's not even a pay cut, right? Like, I'm making like a good amount for what I'm at right now, thankfully. And I just thought I would learn more by working at a startup. Like, firstly, the amount of responsibility the company has given me, even in just a month, is freaking nuts. Like, our company right now is working on like a big project to get more users in. And the fact that I get direct control on the outcome of such a big thing at the company, which is like the revenue, is awesome to me. And the level of responsibility given to me will not only make me a better developer, but also a better leader, which I want. Also, I get direct access to the best engineers in our company. Like, again, I don't know too much about how like Fang works, but I just don't think you can talk to like the best engineer at that big tech company while I can at this company. Like, I've been able to sit down with senior engineers for a long period of time, and I'm also doing pair programming, which not only is that like crazy, but I'm learning so much on like what actual good principles to follow as a developer are. Another cool thing about why I chose to work at a startup is like the direct access I've been able to have towards the founders. I've been able to talk to these like very successful people almost every day. And again, I don't think I would have gotten that working at Fang. I don't think Mark Zuckerberg is going to hold a meeting with a junior engineer that barely knows how to work with Git. And because I've been able to network with these founders, like be in their presence almost every day, I've also been able to meet a lot of cool people surrounding them. And that networking, although you probably would have gotten that like working at Google because, the Google title is huge, it's just been awesome so far. I also just love the crazy environment. Like, we're shipping almost every day. And in general, I think it simply just boils down to, for me, as the startup aligns with my goals while working in big tech just doesn't. Like, would I really learn how entrepreneurship and how running a successful SaaS really works? working at like Netflix? I don't know. Maybe. But I'm just saying I'm playing my cards right now. And I think that the startup option is just a lot better. And I think the final nail in the coffin that like, sealed it in for me was that I just hate corporate. Like I worked at corporate at like one of my previous jobs. And the amount of scumbags that are there disgusted me to the point where like I vowed to like never work in corporate again. And I know not everyone is like that, but generally speaking, right? The amount of politics involved is so stupid. Like I hate the amount of like politics involved. Like I've heard stories at Netflix where like they're not hiring people because of their skin color. Like they didn't want to hire someone because they're white and they wanted to go with a brown person. Like what? Why? And you don't have room for that at a startup because you're focused on other things. And with that being said, those are the reasons why I chose to go down the startup route. I don't know if I would have gotten into Fang, probably not right now. And I'm super grateful for the opportunities I've had so far working at Cal.com, which is an amazing company. And like I still wake up every day and I'm like, holy shit, I'm working at a startup. This is awesome. I get to do some cool ass shit every day. And hopefully as the years go by, I improve as a developer, as a person, as a leader. And see where it takes me. And so if you've made it to the end of this video, I want two things, okay? Firstly, leave 2 kiss emojis. I will reply to it. I just want to know that you reached the end of the video, so leave 2 kiss emojis. And also, I have a Discord channel. So if you want to join a group of like-minded developers, I have that for you. So join it if you've reached the end of the video, okay? Happy coding, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.